If ignorance is bliss, tell your Swiss they can jump 6 feet into this pit. I'm not digging for diamonds, I'm digging for truth. Engraved onto the bones of our ancestors that were left unturned, not fit enough to be cradles of any kind. Humans are just cold. Humans are just cold. Oh, shucks. But we find fascination in I'm so sorry. Okay.
We love you.
Love you too, man. Do you remember when we danced to the silence? And our thoughts played symphonies we never spoke about? When our hearts considered other paths that they never took, do you remember? When we cried in the storm and had everyone believe it was all right because our tears were one with the rain. Of course they believed us. Until they cried in their own storms. Then our pain lay naked like we lay parallel on our first night together. Our friends had rumors that even the sky believed. Of course they gossiped. When we held hands and locked lips, of course they whispered. When they heard music piercing through the walls of your bedroom, of course I heard it. In their stares and fake smiles, and I was too battered to laugh genuinely at the mockery. Sometimes it leaked from behind my smile. But do you remember when we slept alone in the same bed? When you felt betrayed and shared with me a bouquet of cuss words, a glass of red wine to spill over my face, of course I accepted them. With open palms I embraced them, just like you did your broken pride and I, my vandalized image. But do you remember when we limped and refused to accept the injury? Silence held our honesty hostage, and you never cried when you had to. We childishly made amends out of our sickness, and now it's too sickly for shelter. But do you remember when heaven offered to carry our burdens and we were too hoarding to let go? And now it weighs us down. It is like pins and needles bringing pain to every day we take thought of us. But do you remember when I selfishly drove us into the hailstorm? You were too loving to let go, and I too frightened to be real. When I said your name over a sparkling flame and we danced in the storm, because Lord knows we weren't ready to part ways. When we danced in the storm and the sun never shone, it never kept me warm. Heaven was certain that frozen hearts could melt in time, but mine must have sent frostbites to every heart it touched, and only turned warm to words because there I knew to cry. But do you remember when I used to open your letters with anticipation? Now I dance around in fear of doves that will fly out at the reading. Now your words have become rotten like my past. I'm afraid to lay eyes on them nakedly. So before I strip the envelope naked, I am crying, ready for a beating. The one whose sins I know not of has cast the stone again, and I am kneeling for reception. Clearly this states that you believe that my eyes are a desert, with no tears to cry or emotions to feel this thrashing. I have not died yet, but growth has become of my soul. But do you remember when we tiptoed over the aggressive flames of our burning home? We insisted it was passion to walk to the future, burning our feet. We left the fire dead with blisters under our dancing feet, and swore to walk the road despite of the difficulty. You threw all the heavy sacks of fuming rage onto my back, and I took the fall to see us rise again with the sun. When I cried during moments, we dressed our love with emotions. While our souls intertwined on the rain of your passion, I held you tight and swore to never let go until our palms dripped of sweat. We swore it was from hard work that our hearts kneeled tired. But do you remember when we danced in the storm and swore to never let go? Have we forgotten that the sun could never shine forever? That the rainbow only came after the rain? Have we forgotten that our hearts were not fraternal twins? To keep up, we had to keep still in one another. Do you remember that dance? Word.
Yo, I told you the sisters were on fire, and the sisters are on fire. So please show the sisters some love. Please, love, you know, she's on fire. Good Lord.
The sister just invoked feelings from you guys.